starting lineups. First for the Tigers. Number 1, Vieira Harris. Number 2, Brianna McMillan. Number 3, Arnisha Parrish. Number 7, Aaliyah Lawson. Number 8, Torcelin Kelly. Number 9, Taylor Stevens. And the libero, number 4, Maida Chushik. The Tigers are coached by head coach Gwendolyn Rouse. And now, the starting lineups for your North Greenville Crusaders. At outside hitter, a junior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 1, Kenzie Pierce. At middle blocker, a freshman from Greenville, South Carolina, number 2, Brittany Teppanino. At defensive specialist, a senior from Humboldt, Texas, number 4, Ashlyn Wilkinson. At outside hitter, a junior from Owington, Maryland, number 6, Samantha Heath. At outside hitter, a senior from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, number 7, Haley Hester. At center, a senior from Statesville, North Carolina, number 22, Madison Poe. And at libero, a freshman from Johnson City, Tennessee, number 21, Eve Little. Your Crusaders are coached by Greg Moser. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise for the invocation given today by Graduate Assistant Brock Frisbee and remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, God, thank you for this beautiful day given us, Lord. Thank you for your mercy that it never fails, God. I just pray that you would protect these girls on the board tonight. Give them strength to play for your glory. So in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Welcome back inside Hayes Gymnasium for another wonderful night of women's volleyball here on the campus of North Greenville University. I'm Grace Sutherland alongside Dave Parson for tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting Benedict College Tigers and the Lady Crusaders of North Greenville University. Benedict comes into tonight 9-9 and even 500 record overall out of the SIAC, which is the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, coming off a loss in 5 sets against Talladega College. North Greenville looking at 13-7 overall and even 4-4 in the Conference Carolinas as conference play winds toward the end of the regular season. And Dave, these two teams played earlier in the season back on September 19th. North Greenville won that one in 4 sets, so Benedict looking to even up the series. North Greenville looking to go a perfect 2-0 on the year against Benedict.
Yeah, Gray. Also, North Greenville comes off of a 2-loss streak. They had a couple bad outings last time out on the road. but they're hoping to redeem themselves here. Once again, we welcome our viewers on the North Greenville Sports Network. We thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope to bring you a very entertaining volleyball game.
And one of those losses was against a powerhouse in the Conference, Carolina, Southern Wesleyan. They're looking to go for the title, and they have the firepower to do it.
Weather's been rather warm today, but it's nice in here tonight. This being a Wednesday, October the 19th.
So Benedict will get us started. Number 1, Vieira Harris will begin the first serve, and North Greenville looking for the first point as they set it up and go far side. Digging backcourt by Ashlyn Wilkinson. Middle court and point North Greenville. Number 7, Haley Hester getting a start tonight, gets the first point.
Yeah, great. We're going to keep our eye tonight on Vieira Harris. She has 135 kills coming into tonight's game.
Solid average for the Lady Tigers as North Greenville goes up 1. Madison Pogue, the setter tonight, goes back to serve. Pogue sends it in. Benedict will respond. Set by number 2, Brianne McMillan. Hit over, dug by the libero for tonight, Eve Little. Here comes Samantha Hebb, and it's good to see her back for North Greenville. She sends it into the near side corner, point NGU. Pogue getting ready to serve, fires away. Far side, Benedict. McMillan sets it. Middle, here comes number 7, Aliyah Lawson. And Benedict gets on the board with their first point.
Yeah, Aliyah Lawson is ranked 2nd with 128 kills. So she added another one there.
Number 2, McMillan serves away, and good call by Eve Little, lets it go out. First service error against Benedict. North Greenville goes up 3-1. Now live stats are down right now, so we won't be able to bring you any numbers until we can get that situation fixed. Hopefully we'll have those back up as the night progresses. Number 5, Eden Shockley serves for North Greenville. Here comes number 9, Taylor Stevens gets the point for the Lady Tigers. Also on the court for North Greenville, you've got number 1, Kenzie Pierce. We've mentioned Pogue, Hester, and Shockley. The libero Eve Little's out there. And then Samantha Hebb stacking up on the front net. And also just recently subbing in number 16, Summer Cagle.
Number 9, Taylor Stevens, has 40 blocks on the year too, so she's able to get up high.
Here comes Hester down the middle of the court. Stopped for the moment by the Tigers. Number 7 hits it over. That's Lawson. Pogue sets it up for Pierce. Bounced off the block. Recovered in backcourt by Harris. And it does get down just past Little. That was number 1, Vieira Harris. Continues adding to her kill total, and we're tied at 3. Number 14, Bianca Curse-Peoples back to serve. And here comes Pierce off the set. Recovered nicely by number 7. That was Lawson getting to it. North Greenville gets another chance. They fake Hester, go to Pierce, and she sends it to the far side. North Greenville back out in front.
It was a good play by Pierce that time, and no surprise, our 2-time winner of Player of the Game has 253. Add 1 to that for her kill total.
The way they use Haley Hester in the middle of the court, use her as a decoy, as Benedict almost has a miscommunication. They get it over. Now North Greenville with a chance, and it's Brittany Tepedino, number 2, sending that one home.
Yeah, we mentioned Brittany Tepedino's name. Now she's got 128 plus 1 on kills, and she ranks 3rd for the Lady Crusaders.
She is having a very solid freshman campaign for North Greenville as Tepedino tips back over after the initial serve went back over the net. And now Benedict will take the point. Number 3, Arnisha Parrish gets that one. Kenzie Pierce also 2nd in the Conference Carolinas in number of kills as Tepedino adds another one to her total, bouncing that one off the defender for Benedict. North Greenville leads by 2. And we speak highly of Tepedino, rightly so. 5th in the Conference Carolinas, a 292 hitting percentage for the Lady Crusaders. As here comes Pierce off the near side and gets it gets the touch off Vieira Harris. And North Greenville goes up 3.
Yeah, Gray, we jokingly mentioned that the last time that Pierce and Tepedino being the 1-2 punch for North Greenville, no pun intended.
And it's just a matter of coincidence that that's their numbers on the roster. As North Greenville gets a block there against Harris, Benedict keeps it alive and hits it over. Little goes to Pogue. They try Pierce. Bounced it off the block out of bounds. Point NGU. And it's good to see North Greenville get a block like that early. That's something they've struggled with in the past month. So Coach Mosley's been coaching up his squad, it looks like. Here comes Benedict looking for the rally. Blocked again at the net. Hit over and it goes out. Point North Greenville.
Yeah, Gray, I watched the game on the internet the last time they were out on the road, and they really didn't look very coordinated as far as the effort was concerned. North Greenville Lady Crusaders showing much better tonight. They definitely have been coached very well and practiced, you can tell. Looks a lot better than their last 2 road games.
And again, those last 2 road games against Southern Wesleyan, always a tough matchup no matter where you are. And then you have to go to Brevard out of the South Atlantic Conference. And North Greenville knows the South Atlantic very well, especially in football. Used to have a scheduling alliance with them, and still in other athletics here at NGU, still play South Atlantic schools in softball, baseball, what else have you. So North Greenville very familiar with the competitiveness of the South Atlantic. Also coming up later on tonight, we'll have an interview that we've been trying to get on air, but due to scheduling conflicts, we've had some trouble doing that. But from the last time we were here against Truett McConnell, we got Eve Little up here to the booth and spoke with her about her strong performance on Dig Pink night.
Right, she was our player of the game that night.
So we'll catch up with her interview later on tonight as Benedict can't play it off the roof. And Dave, our first point of the night will go to, that's the first point to the roof. So here's Wilkinson back to serve. Benedict looking for the return. Dug in backcourt by Shockley. Pogue tips it over. Number 7, Lawson's ready for it. An early whistle and a double hit called against the Lady Tigers will give North Greenville a point, and they're up 7 points.
Yeah, I have to watch the penalties now. It can come back to you.
Wilkinson lob serve. Kirst Peebles gets under it, and slow tip at the net, drops over the block. Vieira Harris gets the point for the Tigers.
Yeah, once again, she got just a tip over that time, but she is leading her school in kills with just over 135.
Number 8, Torcelyn Kelly, back to serve this time. Line drive serve, trims the net. Little gets underneath it. Tepedino on the running hit, an early whistle, and another point to NGU. And I didn't see what the call was, but
it looked to me like a net violation, Gray.
So it's now 12-5. Another penalty going against the Lady Tigers. Pierce, a line drive serve from her, will go down the middle of the court to Parrish. North Greenville gets it. They return fire. Hebb is blocked. Wilkinson in backcourt gets it, and Little hits it over. Here comes Benedict again. Tepedino got a piece of that block. Hit back in play by McMillan. And the rally continues. Pogue sets it up. Here comes Tepedino. And good job by Benedict, able to dig Tepedino as Harris put full force behind that one. She tries it again. Tepedino blocks her, and it's finally hit back in by Hebb.
Great volley that time by both teams, Gray. Some plays that could have well been out of bounds, and the girls then went after them.
Vieira Harris has got some firepower for Benedict. As here's the set by Parrish, hit over by number 2, McMillan. Set by Pogue for NGU. Hebb comes up, hits it over. Benedict returns fire, blocked is Parrish, and that was Hebb and Tepedino getting that one, returning that one, and North Greenville goes up 14-5.
Do you think the Lady Crusaders watched the tape of the last outing with this team?
I think they have. As here comes Harris again, and line drives that one right into the hands of Pierce. Point Benedict.
I really like the play of Harris for Benedict College. She's got her game, no question about it. She knows exactly what she's doing and where to do it.
And all her points for Benedict have come from that far side post, so Benedict looking to go there. As here's the libero, Majda Sisic, and hit out by Heb. A rare miscue by North Greenville will give Benedict the serve back.
Majda Sisic is out of Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
She goes back to serve again, floats this one in. Little gets to it. Pogue has to set it at the net, and Tepedino is going to get the point. A little hesitation there as it bounced off 3 Lady Tigers. I thought that was going to be an easy return, but Tepedino hit it so slow that it looked like it confused Benedict.
Almost looked like a basketball tip when she tipped it over the net.
Tepedino serves and gets the ace after it bounces off Lawson's hand. Lawson had no backup, and North Greenville will go up 9, 16-7. Tepedino serves again. Set by Benedict. They go to Harris. She's blocked. That one is Hester and Pogue jumping up for that one.
Pogue is currently ranked 3rd for the Lady Crusaders in blocks.
As Wilkinson short serve, that's Tepedino trying to go for the lob serve, didn't get it over the net, and Benedict catches a break. Should also mention that Madison Pogue 1st in the Conference Carolinas in assists per set with 10. Harris on the serve. Here it goes at the net. Hester gets blocked. North Greenville with a chance to return fire. Heb hits it. Dug by Sisic. Running set by the Lady Tigers. Hit over by number 7 Lawson. Pogue sets it up for Heb. She is blocked by Taylor Stevens.
Taylor Stevens, point Tigers.
Stevens going to be remembering that one tonight on the bus ride back.
Yeah, Taylor Stevens 2nd on the team with their blocks.
Good communication in backcourt again between Wilkinson and Pierce. Another service error against the Lady Tigers. North Greenville maintaining a 9-point advantage.
Yeah, this first set's going to go pretty quick tonight, Gray.
North Greenville trying to jump out to a hot start and keep it up as Pogue serves. Set by number 2 McMillan. They go to number 7 Lawson. Dug by Little. Here comes Heb up for the kill, blocked out of bounds, and point NGU. I think Little's making another campaign for a second back-to-back player of the game in volleyball.
I think you're right. Also, Coach Gwendolyn Rouse for Benedict watching carefully. Look for a timeout.
They've got 1 left in the set as Pierce digs that one in backcourt. Pogue sets. Here's Hester. Tipped off the block. Benedict recovers. Lawson rears up. Fires. Pierce again digs it. Set by Pogue. They try Heb near side. Block. Little backs her up. Pogue sets it again. Here comes Cagle. She gets it past the block, but right to Harris. Set again. Here comes Lawson. Hits it over. Heb goes to Pogue on the set. Here's Hester, and Hester finally gets the touch and the point.
Hester, point Crusaders.
Yeah, Lady Crusaders looking very well tonight. They definitely have it put together. And here's that timeout I predicted.
Second timeout for Benedict. They are out of timeouts for the set. North Greenville leading 20-9. As we have numbers, the stats have come up. And it looks right now Brittany Tepedino and Samantha Heb leading the way with 4 kills for Tepedino, 3 for Heb. And you've also got Kenzie Pierce throwing in 3 as well. Hester should have 2. And meanwhile for the Lady Tigers, Harris and Lawson each with 2. Parrish with 1. Stevens with 1. The important number for North Greenville right now is they're averaging 3 blocks to Benedict's 1. Also helps to have a high attack percentage, 391 to Benedict's 130.
Interesting comparison on the kills too. Harris had 135 coming into the game as compared to Kenzie Pierce with 253.
Pogue serves coming out of the Benedict timeout. Here comes Lawson off the far side, hits it high, no touch called. North Greenville takes the point. Davey mentioned head coach for Benedict, Gwendolyn Rouse. Head coach for North Greenville, Greg Mosley on the other side. Pogue serves again, the set by McMillan. They go to number 9, Taylor Stevens. Gets the point for the Lady Tigers.
Taylor Stevens is listed as 6'2", a freshman from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Number 2, McMillan serves high and out. Another service there against Benedict puts North Greenville 3 away from taking the first set.
Benedict College has 2 players listed over 6 foot or over, and 3 that are very close.
Taylor Stevens is one of those at 6'2", and no surprise she is listed as a middle blocker as Eve Little makes a valiant effort to try and make the stop. Can't do it. Benedict takes the point. North Greenville right now more than happy to trade points back and forth. Here's the serve for number 14, Pionka Cursed Peoples. Pogue one hand sets it at the net. Hester hits it over. It's dug by Harris. They give it to number 7, that is Lawson. As Shockley digs it, and Tepidino tried to put a forceful effort behind the ball, couldn't get it. Hester sets it for Cagle, bounced off the block and gets the point. North Greenville 2 away at 23-11.
Lady Crusaders looking to try everything they can tonight. They know those girls can block. They're very tall.
Here comes the serve from number 7, Haley Hester. As number 2, McMillan sets it. Number 7, Lawson hits it right in the middle of the court. Nobody home for North Greenville, and Benedict takes a point back.
Alea Lawson listed at 6 foot even.
Line serve from her to Shockley. Here's Pogue on the set. Tepidino's blocked, backed up by Shockley. Pogue sets it again. They try Cagle off the far side post and bounces it off the block for the point. Set point for North Greenville at 24-12. Following the same script as the first game, North Greenville, between these two teams, North Greenville won that first set back in September, 25-13.
Yeah, very quick set tonight. Looks like this one's going to take 20 minutes.
Wilkinson serves. It goes over the net, tipped back by Pierce.
Number 1, Kinsey Pierce. Point.
And that is point and set for North Greenville. First set goes to the Lady Crusaders at 25-12. So after that one, it is Tepidino leading the way with 4 kills. Pierce will join her there with 4. Heb with 3, Hester with 2, and Summer Cagle also with 2. Harris finishes that first set with 2 kills. Parrish with 1. Lawson with 3 on 13 total attacks. Stevens with 2, and Washington with 1.
Yeah, I'll make a prediction right now that Benedict College will come back big time in the second set. Look for them to really get rally going.
Funny you should say that, Dave. It was the second set back in September that they came back with a vengeance. They won it 28-26. So the Tigers proving they have comeback power, but they need to finish out down the stretch. Because after that, they were outscored in the third 25-10. And North Greenville closed it out a little bit, actually a lot closer in the fourth set. Benedict only lost by 5, 25-20. So the Tigers have the ability, but can they finish out?
And Lady Crusaders, it seems like a pattern this year that they sort of celebrate a little bit early. I know they're not trying to, but they celebrate a little bit early, it seems like, in that second set, and then they get the wake-up call.
And during that second, the break between the second and third set, I think we'll play the interview from Eve Little. So we'll hear from her interview last week against Truett McConnell. As we look forward to the second set coming up here in just a moment on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Getting ready for set number 2 here. Just a quick note that Benedict College will have their next game on October the 26th against Edward Waters down in Florida. And North Greenville will play on 10/21 against Erskine.
And preseason favorite Erskine, they were ranked number 1 in the conference coming in. And as the Conference Carolina standing right now, they are backing that up, leading Southern Wesleyan by a game in the conference record. So Erskine leading right now in the South Division as Benedict gets off to a good start here, taking the first point.
Yeah, with Erskine coming in, Greg, Lady Crusaders have to build on this game now because that's going to be a tough one for them.
Short serve, and Benedict's going to take 2 quick points as they get the ace from number 2, Brianne McMillan. Serves in. Wilkinson, poke sets. Here comes Pierce. Hits it over. Sissick digs it. And number 13, Petaway, gets it down. And Benedict starting out with a 3-0 run here in the second set.
Yeah, I figured they were going to get the rally going here and pick up in the second set now.
McMillan's been back to serve the whole set. Wilkinson, poke, Hester spins it off the block and it goes out. North Greenville finally gets on the board with a point. Nice poke will go back to serve. Sends it in high, but it gets down. Here's the set by McMillan. They go to number 9, Stevens. That one dug by Pogue. And Cagle hits it over, and it's high and out. No touch. Benedict takes a 4-1 lead. A long serve for Pionka Curse Peoples as Haley Hester hits it high and out. No touch again. And Benedict goes up 5-1.
Coach Mosley can't be happy with the way they're playing starting the second set here.
After a dominant first set, slow out of the gate here for North Greenville, and another long time to serve for Curse Peoples. As here comes Samantha Hebb, dug in backcourt by McMillan, and now it's hit over by the Lady Tigers. An early whistle and a double hit called against the Lady Tigers, so North Greenville able to pull another point back.
Still a bit of miscommunication now on Benedict on that volley, so that's why they got the double hit there.
And here's number 10, Taylor Waters, coming into the game. Short serve from her. Benedict returns it. Little digs it. They go Pierce far side, popped up off the block. This one's going to be returnable for Benedict. Number 13 does so. Little digs that one as Petaway couldn't get it to drop. Hester spins it off her hand. She's backed up by Little. Here's Pierce again. Hits it over. Number 2, McMillan digs it. Set. They go to Petaway. Popped up off the block. Hester. Pogue sets it for Pierce. Shorts it over. And it's dug by Petaway. And now here's Harris hitting it over. Pogue sets, fake Hester, go to Pierce, and gets the touch and the point.
Number 1, Kinsey Pierce, point, Crusaders.
Time North Greenville start going to their playmakers like Pierce.
Yeah, when they need a point, they go to Kinsey Pierce.
Waters back to serve again. And nobody went to set it for Benedict. Lawson handled the serve, then nobody set it. So North Greenville takes the point. They're back within 1 as Waters drops back to serve again. This one set by McMillan. Hit over by Lawson. Dug by Little. Pogue sets. Hester popped up off the block. Chance to return. Set by McMillan. And here comes number 7 Lawson as Waters handles the shot. Pierce popped up off the net. As it goes back to the net, hit over to Lady Crusaders, point NGU, as what's the call going to be?
Point Crusaders.
I think that was an attack error being called against Benedict. And almost get the ace from Waters, not quite though. Hit over by Lawson. Pogue sets it. They fake Hester and go to Cagle. Benedict does a good job of returning it. Little sets it. They try Pierce, and Pierce with the firepower. Oh boy. As that's a point North Greenville, and North Greenville retakes a lead. Very good set by Little.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Kenzie Pierce show again.
Here's a set by McMillan, and not to be outdone, Elia Lawson pounds that one back, and we're tied at 6. The serve in from Lawson to Little. Pogue sets it, and Cagle off the near side post. Handled by McMillan. Here comes Petaway. She's blocked, and another early whistle. Point North Greenville. 4 hits called against the Lady Tigers.
Once again, those penalties come back and get you. Benedict College got to be real careful now.
Hester fires away. Here's a set by number 7 Lawson. Shorted over the net. Pogue slips, and Waters has to hit it over. Here comes Harris. Dug by Waters. Pogue sets it. They try Tepedino, and did she get the touch? Yes. Touch called. North Greenville takes a 2-point lead. Hester back to serve for NGU. Fires away. Set by Lawson. Here comes Harris. Shorts this one over. Pogue with the one-handed stop, but nobody can get to that one. And point Benedict.
Valiant effort by the Lady Crusaders that time to keep the volley going, but just no one there.
There's number 8, Porcelain Kelly. Back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Sends it in. Little. Pogue will set it. They go to Cagle, near side post. Did she get the touch? Yes. Touch called against Harris, trying to plead her case to the officials. And I don't think she'll win that appeal. North Greenville takes a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, the official in the corner saw the touch, and it landed right at his feet, so he knew she touched it.
Wilkinson goes back to serve for NGU. She's been pretty solid at that position, picking up a few aces. Wilkinson serves. Won't get one here as Lawson, number 2 McMillan hits it over. Pogue sets it. Here comes Pierce. Popped up off the block. This one's going to spin back off the rafter, and Benedict somehow plays it. Waters to Pogue. Here's Pierce again. Shorts this one. Tipped back by the blockers for Benedict. They go Tepedino, and Tepedino cashes that one in.
And Tepedino got the point, but give Little a heads up on that one. She saved that dig just in time.
Wilkinson back to serve again. Sends this one in. This one spins backwards. Benedict drops back to handle it, and McMillan hits it over. Waters to Pogue on the set. Tepedino running hit. Stopped by number 7 Lawson. And here's Harris getting the kill for Benedict.
Yeah, Harris is definitely Benedict College's ace in the hole when they need a point.
Well, like you said, leading the team with 135 kills. She's added plenty more to that tonight. 2.55 kills per set with a 276 hitting percentage. Waters handles the serve. Pogue sets it. Tepedino at the net. Hits it over. Point NGU. That was pretty close. Tepedino able to get the higher jump.
You wonder sometimes if Benedict College number 4, Mazda Sisek from Sarajevo, wasn't impressed as a young child by the Olympics.
Pierce on the serve. Hit over by Harris, further back than she'd like, but she gets it over. Hebb at the net. A whistle and a point to Benedict.
Point Tigers.
Off the blocking error by Hebb. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but more on that minute, as here's Heb off the far side post and gets it to drop past 3 Lady Tigers.
Point Crusaders.
Little closer set this time, 12-9 right now. Lady Crusaders started out behind and kept caught up pretty well there.
As here's a block at the net, Heb gets it over.
Number 6, Samantha Heb. Point Crusaders.
And yeah, Dave, you mentioned Sissek and the Olympics. 1984 Winter Olympics were held in Sarajevo, so she'd definitely be able to get some reminders of those and come to the U.S. and play some volleyball. Even though those were the Winter Olympics, but still. McMillan, another long serve from her as North Greenville goes to Hester and gets it to bounce off Sissek for the point. North Greenville up 4.
Hester, point Crusaders.
And that was 1984 was one of those years that the Olympics, the Summer and Winter Olympics, were both held at the same time. The Summer Olympics were held in Los Angeles. Block at the net. Return, Cagle gets a punch in there. Benedict's got to get it over. They do, and they will also get the point. As that one didn't seem to get more than a couple of feet away from the net. Coach Rouse, head coach Rouse for Benedict, getting 2 substitutions in. Not a lot of depth on that Benedict College squad, but making the most of it.
Yeah, Benedict College dressed 11 players tonight.
Number 14, Payinka Curse Peoples, serve from her, high, goes to Pierce, Pogue sets, they fake Hester and go to Heb as that one is dug, but it is going to sail into the stands, and North Greenville takes a point. Here's Taylor Waters back to serve. Set by McMillan, hit over by Lawson. Good dig by Pogue. Waters to Little, who hits it over. Benedict now has the chance. Here comes Lawson off the near side. Waters digs it. Pogue will set it. They go to Pierce, far side post. Lawson reaches up for it. Here comes Petaway, hits it out. No touch called, point North Greenville.
Lady Crusaders getting a good show from Waters tonight, too.
Waters floats this serve in short. Harris gets underneath it. Number 5, Adriana Washington hits it over. Here comes Summer Kalick. She gets blocked, but it's on Benedict's side of the net. Falls to the floor. North Greenville takes a 6-point lead.
Timeout, Benedict.
And Benedict calls the timeout here.
Lady Tigers, that's their first timeout of the second set. Coach Rouse trying to get a turnaround and spark another rally from her team. They jumped out to a 5-1 lead to start the second set. North Greenville chipped away and we were tied 6-6. Not even 5 minutes later.
Once again, we thank you for joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network again for Ladies Crusader Volleyball this evening. We'll have volleyball a lot this week, as we'll be back with you later on Friday and again on Saturday.
That's right, conference matchup against Erskine on Friday, a doubleheader on Saturday. And then, I know that's the schedule for this week. And
I believe Saturday's going to be a triple header. I think we're going to cover the middle game as well.
That's right, you'll have Emmanuel and Clark Atlanta in the house. And then from then on, it will be all conference matchups for NGU until the first week of November when their final regular season games take place. Here comes Kenzie Pierce, spun off the block. Lawson with the one-handed stop for it. The Lady Tiger, it smacks it over. Little to Pogue on the set. Here's Hester, she's blocked. And that is number 5, Adriana Washington, only 5'11", but cashes in the block for a point for the Lady Tigers.
These Lady Tigers are very good at the net with the blocks, that's certain.
Served by Lawson. Pogue will set it. Fake Hester and go to Pierce, and a point to Benedict as out. I think Benedict blocked it. No.
Rare miss hit too with Pierce. Coach Mosley trying to calm her down.
Short serve into the net from number 7 Lawson gives North Greenville a break and the serve back. Hester serves. Here's the set. They come to Harris, and North Greenville not able to get the block in time. And Harris continues to be fighting to keep Benedict in this ball game.
And they definitely are in this set, 18-14. Getting down to the end, but they're fighting back. Lady Tigers not going away.
Line drive serve from number 8, Kelly. Pierce shorts it over, dug by Harris. They'll go back to her. Popped up off the block. Waters gets to it. Pogue will set. They go to Pierce all the way across the court. Harris again defensively handles it. Has to hit it over, but hits it into the net. And North Greenville takes the point to push it to 19-14.
Yeah, that set was a little bit out of bounds, and she was leaning back trying to get as much on it as she could. Just couldn't get it back up over the net.
Wilkinson serves for North Greenville. This one will get an ace for Wilkinson. Lawson ran into her own teammate in the backcourt, and North Greenville goes up 6. Wilkinson again shorts this one, but into the net. So a trade of points, and Benedict is within 5.
I think Wilkinson tried a little something different that time, just to try to get it just over the net, and she misplayed it.
Served by Sissick for Benedict as North Greenville goes to Pierce, hits this one. Sissick digs it, bounces off the roof, played well by Benedict, and hit over by the Lady Tigers. Pogue sets it, they try Tepedino, and Tepedino couldn't get the hit. And Benedict beginning to rally here at 2016. Coach Mosley still has both of his timeout. Benedict only with 1. Sissick serves. Waters. Pogue. Tepedino gets a good touch on this one, but she's blocked. Little has to set it. Pierce hits it over. Sissick to number 2, McMillan. And another point for Benedict. Stevens gets that one. And Coach Mosley, no timeout yet. Trying to encourage his ladies on.
Yeah, I think one more point and he will call the timeout.
Benedict on another 3-0 run. Sissick serves, trims the net. Little with the diving save. Pogue hits it over, goes back over the net. Tepedino gets a touch. Here's a set by Benedict. They go Harris. Little digs it. Pogue sets it. Here comes Pierce up over the block, and point North Greenville.
That volley definitely belonged to Eve Little on her digs. She got both of them, got the ball back across the net, saved the point.
If she was one step out of position on either of those, that would have been a point Benedict the whole way. As Sissick sets it for Harris, short into the net, and North Greenville builds back up to a 5-point lead.
Crusaders.
And Lady Tigers take their second and final timeout of the set. North Greenville leading by 5. They need 3 more to go up 2-0 in sets.
Yeah, I think Coach Mosley said thank you to that one because he really wanted to talk to the girls and calm them down now, coming to the end of set number 2.
So Benedict's been able to rally twice, but then they've been hurting themselves. North Greenville's been able to take points away from the Lady Tigers' mistakes, and now Benedict looking at a 2-set disadvantage.
Once again, if you're not here, we've got a pretty good crowd tonight for a Wednesday night. We invite you to come out and watch any or all of the Crusaders games.
Kenzie Pierce on the serve for North Greenville. Here comes Harris off the Tigers. Juggled around on the block, and Harris again keeping the Tigers in it.
Haven't we seen this before, Gray, coming out of a timeout?
As the momentum shifts back to the team that called the timeout. Seen it plenty of times before. As here comes Tepedino, and she sniffs that one out. And North Greenville up 23-18.
Brittany Tepedino with the message that says you can get your point off the timeout, but we're taking it back.
Yeah, she was putting a stop to that real quick. Here's the serve from Tepedino to Harris, set by McMillan. They go to Lawson, and she gets the point. So you've got Lawson and Harris, the 1-2 punch for Benedict, but can they keep pace with Pierce and Tepedino for North Greenville?
Yeah, Lawson and Harris were 1-2 coming in for Benedict.
McMillan on the serve to Little. Pogue set on the flips it over, and great eyes by Pogue. Sets it to set point at 24-19.
Be the perfect place for that ace here now.
Pogue not too shabby at those either. Sends it over, pops straight up, set by McMillan. They go to number 9, Stevens, dug by Cagle. Hester sets it for Cagle. Benedict continues to rally. Here comes Lawson and keeps Benedict alive at 24-20. Still set point, but North Greenville not much real estate to work with.
Yeah, Lady Crusaders just happy with trading points right now.
Number 14, Payunka Curse Peoples back to serve. And she takes her time serving, dribbling, and is underway. Cagle, Pogue. They fake Hester and go to Heb and spins it off the block, and that is point and set for North Greenville, this time at 25-20.
Yeah, a little closer this time, but same result for the Lady Crusaders. Now up 2-0. Let's hope Coach Mosley keeps them motivated now. They don't give up the third set.
Now we're going to send it to the interview that we managed to catch up with your player of the game, last home game, Eve Little against Truett McConnell.
Grace Sutherland for the North Greenville Sports Network. We're going to catch up with your player of the game for tonight's game against Truett McConnell College. Wearing number 14 here tonight on Dig Pink Night, Eve Little. Eve, you had quite a defensive performance out there with 16 total digs against this potent Truett McConnell offense.
Yes, I did. It was really hard. They were setting up the block really well. They had some good attackers, but we just communicated well, started closing the block, and just started really pulling together as a team.
Have you ever gotten a start at the libero position before in your volleyball career?
In high school, I was usually the libero. In my club days, I was the libero. This past Tuesday, it was my first game as a libero on North Greenville's team, and I kept it for this game, so I'm hoping to keep it in the future.
And the defensive performance, again, just about absolutely flawless. How do you know when they're setting up for a kill? Can you predict any which way they're going to go to try and get that dig?
You usually have to read their shoulders, and you just try to line up outside the block, but tonight it was going every which way, so I just tried to stay on my toes and get what I could get.
And tomorrow you've got to go down to Central South Carolina. Tough matchup against conference foes Southern Wesleyan. They've got some firepower in Sarah Huey. How are you going to try and stop her and that offense on their home turf?
We're going to have to really set up a good defensive block, and whenever we close that, we're going to have to really get on the outside of their shoulders and just stay low and dig the ball as hard as we can.
All right, thank you for coming up here and talking with us a little bit about tonight's game, and good luck in Southern Wesleyan tomorrow and for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
That's your player of the game, Eve Little, starting tonight at the libero position.
It's good to get to talk to her about that game because she really did have a fantastic defensive performance, and she's following that up again tonight. Benedict already heading back to the court. North Greenville breaking their huddle as we look to get the third set underway. North Greenville trying to sweep Benedict here in Hayes. It took 4 sets to take care of business against the Lady Tigers down in Columbia.
Lady Crusaders have to be careful here again not to get down early. They did manage to come back in the second set, but that's a big hole to climb out of.
Yeah, down 5-1 early in that second set. You can't afford a slow start here. Of course, Benedict on the season is outscoring opponents here in the third set, 349 to 327. But they're down 2 sets, so they're going to have to win 3 straight to take this one on the road. As we are underway, Benedict started us off. Here comes Samantha Hebb, drops it in backcourt off the near side post. I don't think North Greenville is going to start off slow after a first point like that.
Into the game for the Crusaders is number 16, Summer.
Good play by the Lady Crusaders to get that first point.
Here's Pogue on the first serve for North Greenville, tipped over by the setter, McMillan, and we're evened up at 1. Here's a serve by McMillan. Cagle gets a bad spin off of it, but Pierce hits it over on the save by Hester. Here comes number 9, Stevens. Dug by Pogue at the net. Little gets the dig on it, but blocking error against North Greenville gives a point to Benedict.
Cagle, I think, was surprised on that serve. I think she thought it was going to hit the net.
So here's a line drive serve from McMillan. Pogue sets it, and they go to Hebb, and Hebb's blocked, but she, as Little, can't get it over. Hebb got underneath it, or she was surprised by that block. Serve again by McMillan, so Benedict out 3-1. Hester gets a swing at it. Sissick sets it, and they give it to Lawson. And it drops in the corner, and Benedict's up 4-1.
Very good play by Benedict College that time. Put it right in the corner, and the girls just watched it go by thinking it was going out, I think.
McMillan again has served all but 1 point here in the third set as Hester swings at it again and gets the drop.
Hey, Hester, point, Crusaders. Coming into the game for the Crusaders is number 10.
All the Lady Crusaders are contributing tonight, Gray.
And that's good to see. Because of course you have Tepidino and Pierce out there throw Hebb in the mix as well, but defensively you've got Little and Waters, as she almost has another great defensive stop there, but Benedict's come out firing again here in the third set. They lead 5-2.
Yeah, almost like a repeat of set 2 now. Lady Crusaders are going to have to dig it in, make that comeback.
Wait on the serve from Kirst Peoples. And Kirst Peoples and number 11, Aaliyah Williams, both from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and both from the same high school, Orangeburg-Wilkinson, as Kinsey Pierce once again pulling North Greenville back. Gets it off the block. North Greenville still down 2, though. Serve from Hester, gets the ace.
Yeah, great ace that time. I think Benedict was just, they thought it might go over the back line, and she wasn't quite sure whether to try to hit it or not.
1 point lead for Benedict. Running set by McMillan. And number 5 hits it short. Washington can't get it over the net, and North Greenville has come back again. We're tied at 5. As Hester trims the net, dangerous there. Benedict gets underneath it, hit over by Lawson. Hester reaches up for it. Pogue sets. Here comes Tepidino. Solid dig there, but it's hit out by number 7, Lawson. And North Greenville takes the lead. They retake the lead here in the third set. Hester serves again. Set by Harris. Running hit by Lawson. Set from Pogue, and Tepedino with the statement. North Greenville goes up 2.
Brittany Tepedino, right where no one was positioned. She knew exactly where to put it in the zone.
Hester back to serve again. Here comes McMillan on the set. Lawson gets the point, catches Cagle out of position, and Benedict is back within 1. Serve from Lawson to Little. Pogue sets it. Fake Tepedino and go ahead, and she shorts it over and gets the point. Excuse me, that was Pierce on the point. So Kenzie Pierce continuing to add to her season totals.
Into the game with the Crusaders is number 4, Ashlyn Wilkinson.
Ashlyn Wilkinson comes in, and she will go back to serve. Sends it in. Harris, running set by Lawson. They go back to Harris, and Harris, a bad touch, and hits it out of bounds. And North Greenville takes a 3-point lead.
Time for the Lady Crusaders to keep the foot on the gas now.
Yeah, this is a point where in their 2 sets they've managed to pull away. As here comes number 5 Washington, hits it over, and it drops on the line. Point Benedict.
Yeah, beautiful play by Benedict College that time. She put it right where it needed to be, right on the line.
Number 8, Torselyn Kelly back to serve. Kelly, low serve, Little spins backwards, and she and Waters combine to hit it over the net. But now here comes number 5, Adriana Washington gets the point for the Lady Tigers. They're back within 1.
Yeah, she used all that 5'11" height to get up very high that time. A good spike.
Kelly, second straight serve for her to Wilkinson, and the ace for Benedict, and we're tied at 9.
This one has the appearance, Gray, of maybe going extra.
And nobody's told Benedict that they're down 2 sets to none. They continue to fight on as Pierce hits it over, bounces straight up, and nobody's going to play it for Benedict. Second point to the roof. North Greenville leads 1 by 1.
Yeah, I think we give a point to the rafter again on that one.
This is number 6, Samantha Hale.
Pierce on the serve this time, low but playable by Benedict. Hit over by McMillan. Here's Pogue on the set. They go to Hebb, and it's dug. I was surprised by that one. Now Lyle Lawson got underneath it, but Tepedino makes sure nobody can get that one as she puts North Greenville up 2.
Brittany Tepedino sending a message that one she missed earlier was just a mistake.
That won't happen again as Pierce serves again. It goes to the net, played off the net by McMillan. Coach Mosley wanting a carry, doesn't get it as Tepedino almost gets the point. Wilkinson, last line of defense, swats it back forward. Hebb at the net, will not hit it forward, and 4 hits called against North Greenville as Benedict continues to trade with North Greenville still down 1.
For the Tigers is number 9, Taylor Stevens. And number 4, Maya Chisholm.
Number 9, Taylor Stevens, 6'2", back in.
Sissick back in as well and serves high and out. So the service there, a bad break for Benedict, good break for North Greenville as here in the third set, they look like they need every point they can get. 5, or that's the 6th service, that is 5 service errors against Benedict, and they're hanging around. As this one is hit high and out from Stevens, so North Greenville getting a little bit more breathing room, taking a 3-point lead this time.
Coach Rouse on the other side looks like she's thinking about her timeout.
Tepedino, low serve. Here's a set by McMillan for the Lady Tigers. They go to Harris. Tepedino in backcourt digs it. Pogue flips it over, and 2 points to Madison Pogue on those quick flips on the set.
Yeah, Madison Pogue loves to do that. She looks like she's going to set it up and just gently sends it over.
Tepedino drops back to serve again. Here's the play from Benedict at the net, swatted over by Stevens. Pogue plays it well again. Hebb from the backcourt line. Here comes Harris again, running hit. Wilkinson handles it. Pogue sets it again. They go to Hebb. Hebb off the block and in. Point North Greenville. And Coach Rouse looking for that timeout and gets it. Crusaders up. Lady Crusaders up 5 over Benedict.
Yeah, we'll see now if this timeout generates a momentum change that we've seen before so many times.
Also, while we have this timeout, I'd like to give a shout out to the North Greenville women's basketball team as they're in the house. Looks like they're going to have practice after tonight's volleyball match. Their season gets underway on November the 6th, an exhibition match at Clemson University, as they have a heavy exhibition schedule. That one against Clemson at the FBS level, and then at the FCS, they'll be taking on Western Carolina on the 20th. Our first basketball broadcast will be on the 17th as they take on Bob Jones on the 17th of November here from Hayes.
Yeah, we're looking forward to basketball season as well.
And Coach Arledge looking for a good season from her squad. They've been down a little bit, but they are primed for a good season and try and make the conference playoffs. As Hebb gets blocked, but it sails out, and strangely, no point after the timeout for the team that called it.
Yeah, that's very rare. We'll make a note of that.
Coming into the game for the Tigers is number 11.
Got Olivia Williams coming onto the floor tonight for Benedict. And Tepedino floats the serve in, but Benedict gets to it. Here's a set down the middle from Stevens. Good dig by Tepedino. Pogue looking for the corner hand. You can't place him any better than that.
Yeah, she likes that little second hit tip over, but that time she sent it clear to the back corner.
Almost like it has eyes as she hits that one into the backcourt. Tepedino serves again. Sissek handles it. Lawson sets. They give it to Harris. Harris partially blocked. North Greenville has a chance to return. Here comes Pierce from the backcourt. Benedict on the return. Two-handed over by Lawson. Pogue sets for Hester. Aims for the far sideline and gets it. North Greenville up 8. Tepedino, line drive serve again. Here they give it to Williams, partially blocked by Hester. Wilkinson, backcourt set for Hebb, smacks it in. Sissek digs it. Another set far side for Harris. Into the net, short, and North Greenville takes a point.
We have impressed with Madison Pogue's setup and those quick tip overs tonight.
Tepedino gets the ace as she finally gets that short lob serve to pay off.
Score doubled now, 20-10, getting down to the end of the third and final set, possibly.
Tepedino serves again, a little bit harder this time, and she gets another ace. Back-to-back aces have put North Greenville up 11, looking to finish this one out. Tepedino, can she get 3? No, doesn't look like it. And the officials called that one out as Taylor Stevens almost ran into the scores table, was on the wrong side, went almost to the wrong side of the net to try and hit it over. North Greenville 3 away from sweeping this one.
Lady Crusaders happy to keep Tepedino serving.
4 straight serve from her. 2 of them have been aces, as she won't get one here either. Stevens shorts it over. North Greenville will look for the point here, as here comes Hebb. Dug by number 7, Lawson. And they go to Harris. Harris gets blocked, but it goes out of bounds. And Harris once again keeping the Tigers alive, 22-11.
For the Crusaders, number 21, Eve Little.
And short serve into the net from Harris.
Into the net.
Puts North Greenville 2 away.
Coming into the game for the Crusaders.
Going back to the first set, Gray, I mentioned something about the mistakes and the errors can come back and take it away from you, and right there's a good example.
Pogue on the serve. Benedict will return with Lawson. Little reaches up for it. Pogue sets. Here comes Heb. Dug by number 7 Lawson. Got to that one, and North Greenville unable to get to the ball. Benedict will take the point. Number 2, Brianne McMillan to serve. Summer Cagle handles it. Pogue will set. Here comes Hester off the block. Popped up. Set by Harris. They go to number 13. She hits it out. Petaway can't bring it in. And that will be match point for North Greenville at 24-12.
Yeah, Kenzie Pierce didn't get the point on that, but she had the good eye. She let it go out of bounds.
Taylor Waters drops back to serve to try and put this one away. Waters sends it in. Goes back over the net. North Greenville will have a chance to end it here. Little will set. They go to Cagle, and Cagle hits it high and out. And Benedict hangs on. Still a long way to go to try and even this one up. So plenty of match points.
Lady Crusaders happy with trading points at this point. They're on set point now. Match point.
They give the serve back to Benedict, but the Lady Tigers have 6 service errors here tonight. So Benedict serving has been an issue for them tonight as Kirst Peoples will send it in. Lobs it. Waters gets to it. Pogue will set. Here comes Cagle off the block and out. And that is point, set, and match.
Oh, yeah, it was a good one tonight. Took a little over an hour to play the 3 sets. Rather quick tonight. But it definitely was a good match between these 2 universities. Ladies give it their all, as they usually do. Final set going down 25-13.
So North Greenville won't need that 4th set as they did in Columbia to take care of business against Benedict. North Greenville improves to 14-7 overall. Benedict falls to 9-10. Again, our next broadcast will be here on Friday night as top team in the South Division in the Conference Carolinas comes to Hayes. North Greenville will have a tall order of business to take care of the Flying Fleet out of Due West.
Benedict College is going to have their next game on 10/26 against Edward Waters down in Florida.
And that is a conference game for them, right?
I believe it is a conference game, yeah.
Again, out of the SIAC, the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Association, and they have a couple more orders of business. One of those, of course, being the player of the game, and I don't have any final numbers in front of me because the live stats went down, but we certainly have plenty to pick from again. I'm leaning one way, but what do you think?
I'll tell you what, I was real impressed tonight with Madison Pogue. She set up even that last point. If she didn't set up the point, she just tipped it over to get a point. And I think she was involved in a lot of plays tonight. I think she would be my vote.
And I give a shout out to Eve Little real quick. Last time I looked, she had 13 digs again, so another solid defensive performance from her at the libero position again for her 2nd straight home game, and that is her 2nd time being libero for North Greenville. As last week against Truett McConnell, that was her first time. She had played libero since high school.
Right. Well, can we have co-players of the game? I don't see why not.
I hadn't ruled it out. Plus, I thought we're gonna run into this situation sooner or later. So we thinking a Pogue Little co-player of the game for this match.
I think this might be a good call. All the Lady Crusaders were involved tonight, but that might be a good call to share the player of the game.
I like that. So that's our first split on the player of the game. Eve Little again, and Madison Pogue also getting in on the honors. It's also good to see Samantha Heb back for North Greenville. She reached double digits in kills tonight, along with Pierce and Tepedino, two more of the leaders for this North Greenville squad.
We'll make sure and get the co-player of the game down to the coach and let him pass it on into the locker room.
And hopefully maybe sometime, maybe not tonight, but sometime between now and the start of Friday night's game, hopefully we can talk to one or both of them again. So we'll certainly try and do that, because I like getting interviews on the air. It's good to hear from the players and get their thoughts.
It's a good perspective, certainly.
And so women's basketball team on the court floor. We mentioned their season starts at the first week of November. They will be taking in practice, and we'll be back here Friday night. Women's volleyball against the Flying Fleet out of Due West. Erskine comes to town as another tough conference battle up next for North Greenville University. So for myself, Grace Sutherland, with Dave Parson, Alan Ellis on camera, Alan Cahaley producing, Christian Athey down courtside getting some different angles for us. Picture-wise, you'll see those on NGU Athletics website later on. And Kimber Henry running graphics tonight. This has been the North Greenville Sports Network.